If you haven't yet heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest place to make a podcast. I've tried other places and I settled on Anchor because I absolutely love it. And it's free, it's incredible. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. You can host it right there on Anchor, and then you can distribute your podcast on platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and others. And it's actually really easy to do that. They take care of a lot of that back end stuff for you. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place, and it's completely free. A lot of other places I looked at require a lot of money, and I'm just doing this to be creative and to connect with other people and to share what I know. So I am not doing this as a career. And so I love that it's free and it lets me get everything that I want out there. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Welcome to the Carols of Christmas. Each day leading up to Christmas, I talk about a particular Christmas carol, explaining some of the history and background behind the carol. Then finally, I will sing a verse of it for you. Some will be familiar and some probably not, but they all point us toward the true reason for the season, our Savior, Jesus Christ. My name is Michael D. Young, and today I'd like to talk about the Coventry Carol. This carol, by focusing on an often overlooked part of the nativity story, may be the saddest carol in existence. The words are set in a somber, minor key, and it's written as a lullaby about the young children whom King Herod had killed in an attempt to kill Jesus, an act which is sometimes known as the slaughter of the innocents. Joseph and Mary had escaped into Egypt, while King Herod had all children 2 years or younger in the area killed. The song itself comes from the Middle Ages, and it's called the Coventry Carol because it likely originated from Coventry, England. The merchant guilds there would put on plays for the feast of Corpus Christi, which was actually in the middle of the summer instead of Christmas time. These plays would act out various scenes from the Bible, including the Nativity. The Coventry Carol was the second of 3 songs that was included in one of these plays during the mid-16th century. The pageant was known as the Pageant of the Shearmen and the Tailors because it was put on by those who sheared sheep and made cloth from it. In a strange twist of expectations, these plays were meant to be funny and entertaining, and in the original play, after the women sing this sad song when the soldiers come to take their babies, the women fight back and kick them out. The song was copied down by Robert Crewe, who was in charge of organizing the pageants. Back then, the song's minor key might not have necessarily even sounded sad to them, as a lot of music simply sounded that way during the Middle Ages. The modern ideas of major and minor keys didn't come around until the 18th century, much later. The song also played a role in World War II. In 1940, the German Air Force bombed the city of Coventry. The BBC broadcast a memorial service afterward for those who had been killed, and on the broadcast a choir sang the Coventry Carol, which had taken on a double meaning for the survivors. In modern times, it has become a Christmas carol, though a sad one to our modern ears. And now a verse of the Coventry Carol. Lule, lule, thou little tiny child, bye, bye, lule, lule, thou little tiny child, bye, bye, lule, lule. Oh, sisters too, how may we do for to preserve this day, this poor youngling for whom we sing? Bye, bye, lule, lule. Thank you for listening. Merry Christmas. God bless us, everyone.